Good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday. Today we're doing a presidential election prediction for 2020 of Donald Trump versus Kamala Harris. And I guess I should preface this by saying I think there are only a small handful of Democrats who stand a real chance of defeating an incumbent Trump in 2020, provided things stay the way they are, which is a growing but good economy, somewhat improving real wages and consumer confidence, no real foreign conflicts, and Trump maintaining his low to mid 40s approval rating, as we demonstrated, or as I pointed out in the video I uploaded last Saturday early on, or was it late Friday? I don't remember. The one talking about how the state-by-state approval rating isn't, well, if he's above 50%, he's winning it, and he's going to lose it if he's below 40%. No, generally you do about, it's the net approval rating, and if you're even 10 points underwater, you're still probably going to win that state, with a few exceptions, probably, in territory that is historically heavily for the other party. For example, Mississippi, which Obama was above water but lost in 2012. So if Trump was somehow above water in Oregon, he'd probably still lose that. Anyway, Harris is not one of those Democrats that I think can beat Trump. I think those Democrats are in order of likelihood of beating Trump. Biden, going from most likely to least likely of those three. Biden, Sherrod or Sherrod Brown, I'm actually going to go ahead and throw Bill Nelson into that. If he decided to run, I think he would have a good shot of doing it for a few reasons. Number one, he's from a swing state, so he knows how to play to moderates. And number two, he's from a very important swing state, Florida. But we will give Kamala Harris, the standard Democrat palette of California, Oregon, Washington, Illinois, New York, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, the district, Vermont, and I'm also going to throw New Mexico into that whole mix, and that's 187 votes. So, what states would Trump easily, not necessarily, well, yeah, easily carry? I don't think Texas would be up for any sort of debate, neither would Missouri. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. So that's 164, and there's 187 left up for grabs. Let's go ahead and get this color palette going. So let's talk about the likely states for each candidate. States that are probably going to go one way or another. Easily the 2nd district in Maine and the 1st district for Trump and Harris respectively. I think we can reasonably say that Ohio and Iowa would be likely for Trump. Iowa may be less so, but I'm still fairly confident in that. I'm actually going to throw Georgia into that category for Trump. There's not a lot for Harris just because these states are all going to be extremely close that are left, and that puts Harris at 188, Trump at 205. So let's talk about the lean states. Let's go ahead and get Kamala Harris's out of the way. Colorado, Virginia. Now, if this was in 2024, Virginia would be likely for the Democrats, for sure. I'm actually going to throw Minnesota and Michigan into her column. We're going to throw Arizona, North Carolina, and I'm also going to throw Florida into Trump column. And it doesn't really matter what happens. Harris needs to win all but, well, Harris essentially needs to prevent Trump from getting 10 votes. And there's 2 states that could do that on their own. A pair that would create 10 votes, period. And then, of course, Maine up here. And we'll go ahead and resolve Maine. And say that's too close. I wish I could tilt it to the Dems, but they haven't updated that for the presidential one just yet. I'm debating which one to talk about next. We'll go ahead and go with Nevada. Nevada isn't like Colorado, and it still decently likes moderate candidates. Now, that's why Republicans can still do extremely well in the state of Nevada. Because it's not 100% a Democrat state, even though it's got 2 Democrat senators. The majority of its House districts are controlled by Democrats. And it's been trending to the Democrats in recent years. They still prefer moderates, and Kamala Harris is not a moderate. I think it's not unreasonable to say Nevada could go for Trump. And again, remember, this is my confidence level. A lean is not super confident, and that goes for both parties. Likely is reasonably confident, but I could see it going the other way in some situations. And then safe is a state that it would take an act of God in order to flip. New Hampshire, well, New Hampshire's weird. I'm going to lean it to the Democrats, and specifically Kamala Harris. But I'm not sure if she'd be able to flip places like Erie or improve in the collar counties over Hillary Clinton. Thing is, turnout was up in Pennsylvania compared to 2012 and 2016, and Trump did extremely well there, and his popularity hasn't declined significantly in the state. And Wisconsin is similar in many regards. Trump just outperformed any Democrat. So this, I think, would be a reasonable map. I could see a few states definitely flipping, like a Pennsylvania, a Nevada, a Wisconsin. I could see those somewhat flipping. I could also see a state, Michigan, Minnesota, and New Hampshire, maybe even Maine at large, flipping as well. I don't think it's entirely unreasonable to see both candidates improving in various ways. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. I want you all to take it easy, and I'll see you guys Friday. Bye.